And it makes me thank God that He used me, and He is continuing to use me in order that I might touch young people and try to help them. You know, I don't know how you feel about it, but I think we have all fallen short of the glory of God. This is a wonderful world. And He would not have made it if He didn't expect us to enjoy it. And somebody has fallen short. In my day, they kept us straight. The parents kept us to realize that there is a God and He sees everything and He knows everything. Even before you utter the word, He knows it. And the ministers, they played their part in keeping us straight. The family, the minister, and the community. And all of the things they did, I look back and I try to compare it, particularly the ministers. And no particular denomination, and not all, but I'm a Baptist, but I am God's child. Denomination doesn't mean anything to me, because Christianity is within you, and I feel as though the church is in you. But the ministers don't tell enough. They will say, bring me all of the tithe, and we're going to do this, that. All of it may be good. But to save these young people, times have changed. There was a time that a community would help to keep a child straight. But you let somebody in the community go to, let's say I'm a child, to my house and say, I saw your child doing something. Maybe my parents would say, my child doesn't do this or that or that. And believe it or not, but you young people are sharp. You're much sharper than you were when we came along, because we were being guided by the Holy Spirit, guided by our parents, guided by the community. But you see, you don't have any of that now. Now, when God made this world, He put all of these beautiful things into this world, and there is nothing to this day, whether it's medical science or whatever it might be, they have to use what God has put on this earth, whether it's sand or whether it's helium or whether it's gas or whatever it is. They've got to use what God has put on this earth and has given them the knowledge. But many scientists and many people of the whole world, yes, whole world, other countries are not much better than we are, they look at God as being in the church. But after God had made all of these beautiful things, the sea, the skies, the water, the fish, everything He made. But He was a lonely man. He wasn't a man, He was a spirit. He was so lonely. He said, I want something that I can communicate with. I know what I'll do. I will make myself a man, molded and shaped like I want. Now, He could have reached up and gotten maybe the stars, or he could have gotten the ocean, which is great. But He stooped down and got the most lowly thing He made, dirt. And He took that dirt and He continued to mold it in the shape and the form of something different from the elephant or the fish of the sea or the fowl of the earth. He made them different, and man is different. But it doesn't mean anything about the shape of man. Then he said, I will blow the breath of life in man. And when he did that, man became a living soul. That's the part of God that is in us. Man became a living soul. And you, and all of it. You have conscience. That conscience, it tells us it's wrong to do this. And I know from the time we were kids, very small kids, we knew right from wrong. We knew we better not put our hands on a hot stove. We knew that we'd better not jump off of a high mountain or a high hill, or even the top of the house. Because that conscience said, don't do that. And that conscience goes with us throughout the life of us. Now, what happens? After he has made us, and he has set us in Africa, the Garden of Eden is in Africa. So we are the foundation of man. And he said, you can eat of all of the fruit, but don't touch that one. Because if you touch that, you will be wise. And the devil, and don't forget, it's just like anything else, it has two sides. Nothing but a ring has no sides at all, or no ends. And the devil, it's what I understand, was in heaven. Because God is at the beginning and the end, Alpha and Omega. And when the devil saw Eve, he said, you can go in and eat some of that fruit,